Hey everybody, I am Emily Watkins from Pediatric Therapy Partners. I attended my very first Peds-a-Palooza. I called Jennifer Reeves, who has attended a couple of them out of desperation, for an insurance question. And she told me, you need to get on this Facebook group, you need to go to this Facebook group, and you need to go to Peds-a-Palooza. And I said, excuse me? Is that a music festival, is what I asked her. And she told me no, and she got me Nancy Mura's number. Fast forward 24 hours, I was signed up, had a plane ticket, hotel booked, and there was just something about it that I believed would help my business, would help me feel empowered, would help me feel like I knew what I was doing. I feel like sometimes we flail and we feel like we're drowning and we feel like the water is right here and at any moment we're going to go under. And that's how I felt. And when I got there, I still felt that way. When I left, I still felt that way, but I had a plan. That was the biggest aha light bulb for me, is I had a plan when I got back and I knew what I needed to do to put things into action. So the biggest takeaway for me was the ROI, that return on investment, what you do with it when you get back. So many times during Peds-a-Palooza, I heard Diane, I heard Nancy, I heard multiple people say, that paid for your trip right there. That paid for your trip. And they were so right. The first thing that it did for me is it made me feel empowered. It made me, I'm a young business owner. I had just been in business 18 months when I went. And I don't think it matters if you've been in business 18 months or 18 years. I think that at times you get those employees that make you feel like you don't know what you're doing and you start questioning yourself. And that's kind of where I was. And so I feel like you have other business owners, you have potentially 60 other business owners that have done this, been there. They make you feel, and they say, this is what I've done and it's been successful. And it may not work for you, but you can tweak it a little bit. And then realizing who's on board in your business, because that was huge for me. I actually had 2 people leave when I got back from Peds-a-Palooza. That doesn't mean that you have to have that, but for me, there were 2 people that were really weighing me down. And it wasn't that I let them go. I just made some changes and they decided they weren't on board with that. And I was okay with that because we weren't going to meet eye to eye. And I felt, again, empowered in a very positive way that it was okay. And I was okay with it. There was other things that happened. We had discussions about billing codes and what billing codes you can combine. There's so many things I could go on and on, but it has paid, I don't even know how many times it's paid for itself, at least 5 times the trip has paid for itself. So as somebody who's, young in business, I have 2 young children that I had to coordinate. I made it happen in about 24 hours to get there, and then I left 3 weeks later to go to Peds-a-Palooza. But I would say that if there's any way you can get there, for nothing else, you will have a plan when you leave. You will have a direction where your business is going, and you will have a team of people. I have an amazing group of therapists that I'm scared to even add to, but I know I will, because it is such an amazing team, and I know it's because of the foundation that I got at Peds-a-Palooza. So don't miss it. It's the best thing that's ever happened to my business. It's the best thing that's ever happened to my staff. And it really is incredible, and you have to go to experience it. So I hope I see you there.